Nothing. You know, after
the media didn't say a word.
No, after they got through shooting the shit out of those 4 balloons that's going across, that they let go all the way across America, and all of a sudden now let's not make any more noise about shooting stuff down because it really made us look like assholes.
Well, especially when they almost missed.
Yeah. and these ain't no simple missiles here. These are, you know, $600,000-$700,000 missiles.
Yeah, and a balloon. I mean, just exactly how fast can a balloon move?
Yeah, but you know, there's all kinds of stuff. So I started off looking at the stuff that's flying around, and on July the 15th of 2019, around the ship with Omaha, this is a naval ship off the coast, and within probably about 9 days, they had 8 different encounters through 8 different ships of stuff flying around.
Now, we're not just talking just, hey, this is hypothetical. This is documented crap.
This is documented stuff that's going through the Senate that, hey, look, these ain't just whatever it is. This is actual UAPs, UFOs for us older people. Of stuff that we cannot explain. You know, that's part of that stuff that dude gets over here and try to figure out. He's only done 30 out of 300 cases.
Yeah.
Well,
we're still calling you out.
Yeah, you still suck.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is actual stuff from the Department of Defense that they cannot figure out. So at one time, they had roughly 14 of these different objects flying around, doing anywhere from 30 to 40 knots down to about nothing. One of them ended up that you could see it flying, and all of a sudden it just straight down, right into the ocean. Now I'm gonna tell you right now,
nothing can do that.
Nothing can do it. Or if they was using, because 40 knots ain't that fast, but let's just say it's drones. Who's gonna waste all that money just to fly around a naval ship?
That's right.
I mean, it's not like
what I think it is. I think it's aliens. What was that on Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Oh yeah, they do that.
Yeah,
make it.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. All right, but this is stuff that's flying around, is coming in and out. They can't tell where it's coming from, and they can't see where it's going.
Yeah.
It just all of a sudden one of them just disappeared out into the ocean. And if it's drones flying around a ship, our technology on that particular ship is not outstanding. It's not like something that's, hey, look, this is a hidden nuclear sub with all kinds of weird crap that nobody knows about.
This is like state-of-the-art crap, state-of-the-art stuff.
Yeah, this is normal stuff that everybody knows is on that ship. There's no trying to determine what's there and what ain't. And why would you spend that kind of money just to fly around the ship? This is something somebody is scoping us out, scoping our military things out, just to take a look and see.
Get a little test.
Now I know we've had different situations over in Korea and different things.
Like Alaska and all that.
Yeah, where military jets are over here being buzzed by other military jets. And, these pilots, they know what that stuff is.
They're trained on other people's stuff.
Yeah, you know what ship that is. You know what airplane that is.
Yeah,
what fighter jet it is. They know. They go through all that. And when they get up there and says, hey, look, we can't explain it. Let's take a look at the picture one of them.
Yeah, look at this right here.
All right, so this is right here. We've showed you before. This is the actual video of the Senate. Well, this is a picture of the video of the Senate. Y'all seen that one.
The Tic Tac video.
Yep, that's the one that's coming. Are we still talking?
Yeah, we're still talking.
Okay, so that's the one that they had in the Senate hearing. All right, let's take a look at this. This one is a picture right before the video. That thing just drops right into the ocean. You see it hovering, boom, gone, drop down in there, just gone. So it's like it's coming right out of the ocean, or up out of the ocean, or into the ocean of flying. Now you're not going to take. Now drones are cheaper, but these objects are fairly large, and so let's just say it is a drone. You're looking at $20,000, $15,000 drone.
You know, I've heard different things saying that could be like a meteorite or something like that, but not traveling no 40 knots.
No, not traveling 40 knots. That's way too slow for a meteor.
What is that? 26 miles an hour or something like that?
That'd probably something.
Yeah, like that. I mean, and if it was a balloon, it wouldn't stay the same size. It'd have to take it and shrink or whatever to make it go down. And so, but it stayed the same size with the same splash.
Yeah, you'd have air currents and everything.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
All right, let's take a look at this one here.
So here's another. Check these three out.
Now these three also, they can't figure it out. The government says these are UAPs.
Unidentified.
If you take a look at the one in the middle, that's almost like some sort of a warp, like a time warp coming. Now, hang on, let's go back to something real quick. Me and Don was sitting over there at Slice discussing the situation.
That's right.
And we're like, okay, so I'm going to throw this out here, throw a name out there and kind of ruin it. But anyway, Dr. Stephen Greer. This dude he has fathered some TV shows, books, everything. He got his big start on aliens with the Phoenix Lights.
Yeah.
Now, the Phoenix Lights, they got half a town seen it.
Yeah.
Comes zooming through, no sound, no nothing. And so he put out a lot of good information. He got the government involved with it.
Very credible.
Very credible. The history, the mayor started throwing stuff out. Even the governor come out and say, hey, time out a minute. Let's get this stuff figured out what it is. And then all of a sudden, just like everybody else, he starts going off into this little off-the-wall tangent of some type of metaphysical bullshit about an alien.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's two things. Either he really just went off into Never Land, or here's something else nobody's thought about. Do you think that the federal government could have got up there and said, hey, look, man, I'm going to give you $5.3 million if you get up there and act like you're nuts? Then how much credibility do you have before that?
Now, that's a good possibility on that.
You know, I mean,
let's take a look. Let's take a look at another guy. Let's go with Bigfoot.
Todd Stanley.
Todd Stanley.
Now, he was like a shit the whole time during the Bigfoot thing, and then all of a sudden he turns around and goes, hey, man, the federal government actually kidnapped one off of Mount St. Helen, and I've seen it. And I'm going, dude,
the federal government.
The federal government. And then he said, that the Bigfoot has the cloaking device. Well, what does it do? Somebody see me?
Just pull the fur.
Yeah, pull the fur back and push the button. And I'm thinking, what?
He put out a lot of good information, a lot of good stuff, and then all of a sudden just go off on this weird tangent. It's almost kind of like trying to create, once you get to this certain point, all of a sudden
you're trying to create more stuff.
Yeah, trying to create more stuff.
To keep your name.
So up until that point, everything that he had was like really awesome. Dr. Greer, everything he had up to that point was like really awesome. And then all of a sudden it just kind of, now I'm not saying that there ain't some metaphysical crap that goes on where you can do your little, and that across the country.
Now that's way more than our pay grade.
Yeah, way across the whole space talking to somebody on planet Zulu.
Yeah.
I don't buy that, but anyway.
I ain't saying it could happen,
but we're dealing with
right. That's right. We're more of a fact-finding mission here.
So back to what we're going over.
So little Joe Bob over in Kentucky, I sent you some metaphysical stuff about sending me $200. So if you know that address is, you can get it off the top of my brain. Send it to me.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, we got the winning lotto numbers. Somebody give me some metaphysical numbers here so we can win.
Yeah, we need to win.
We need more equipment.
So they're going to go into our thing. You know who we're sponsored by?
Us.
So that means
Ask National.
That's right, Ask National. You whip it out, it ain't there. We ain't got no national. So let's go to our commercial.
It's time for me to call All Things Paranormal. And you too can have your own All Things Paranormal Ghost Detection Refrigerator Magnet. Patent pending. Now, when a ghost gets up there and sees it and throws it on the floor, pick it up and look at it and call the number that's on the card and say, hey, All Things Paranormal, I've got a ghost. Now, in order to get one of them, you got to take it and submit a story for story time, and we'll take it and mail it to you and make sure that we get your address and phone number.
All right, so anyway, we also like to thank our wives because that's money that's coming out of their pocket.
That's right. Yeah, money coming out of their pocket
For things to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, so with all this stuff going on with the government, you might say, well, who's keeping real track of it? Well, so back in 1947 or whatever it was when the crash started, they ended up having this group being formed that supposedly did not being formed. And if you want, I can send you the declassified information that has a big word, bogus. Although this comes from the FBI headquarters, and it lists out all these people, the actual, it started from the Roswell incident. But reading on these papers right here, do you know that it was actually 4 other UFOs were seen flying within the week before?
That's right. And also over there in the coast of California, too, is when they started waylaying the hell out of something off there.
Well, now, that was back in World War II.
That ain't that far away, though, from that.
No.
I mean, it was like, 48, whatever the Roswell was?
Yeah, it was a few years before that.
That's right. And it wasn't very long before that over there in California when they started, because World War II was like, it ended in 45.
Yeah.
So they're flying around, and it seems to me like, this is my personal view, but it seems to me like the more crap's going on in the world, the more they start to show up.
Yeah. So anyway, 4 days before they seen it, private pilots were getting up there and saying, hey man, this stuff is at a high rate of speed. So back then, jet engines were very, very rare, and this probably was not a jet. So, and if it was, then they'd have some sort of a thing that's like, hey, look, it ain't, it's not just round. So anyway, 4 pilots had seen it. Lo and behold, they got something crashed right over there around Roswell. And believe it or not, when the government shows up, man, this shit went down.
That's right.
We got people in this thing, little aliens, and then all of a sudden, man, that's a mistake. The colonel that was over there, he didn't know what he seen.
Yeah, you spoke way out of turn. You don't know what you saw or seen.
So what happened?
It's just fall.
The Men in Black, or actually the big terminology for it is Majestic 12, MJ-12. So MJ-12 started, and the government has these things are declassified too. It listed all these people as MJ-12. So when you go back and start looking at from different people, from Hunsaker, Bush, believe it or not, I did do the genealogy on this Vanderveer Bush. He's not related to George Bush. There's different things. One of them, this dude comes from more of a scientific family that created shit. And then the other Bush comes from different kinds of oil.
Yeah.
So anyway, even though George W. Bush was head of CIA for a while, this guy is not related to him. You got Forrestal, Twining, Vandenberg, you got a Hunsaker. These are all different generals and scientists. You know what? I'm sitting over here, this occurred to me. There ain't a lady in that whole group.
Well, things were different times back in them days.
So you don't have,
Well, that's because they couldn't keep it a secret. I know you was thinking it.
No. But anyway, this Montague or whatever, this thing, these are the people that had the MJ-12, and they started doing the research on the different crashes and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden it kind of progressed over to Project Blue Book, where they just started discrediting everything so that there's no such thing as that.
That's right.
Even though everybody says, oh, let's hear to to show, to actually get to the bottom of it, they said, oh, there ain't no such thing. Well, you can't discredit everybody.
Everybody.
Even
a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
That's right. There's something going on there. But anyway, this MJ12, and believe it or not, you start following it all the way down, and these people are finally killing off around the 80s and 90s and stuff like that from age. But they just did not stop that agency. So what's interesting is, as you try to find out who took their place. So let's just say one dude died. They ended up taking, let's see what this dude's name was. So when one of them died, then they put Walter Smith, General Walter Smith, in there. He ended up head of the CIA. So all these people, whenever they died, somebody else took their spot. So this agency is still going. Now, who's actually in charge of it? Who's actually in it right now? I don't know. You can't find it.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, whenever these papers become declassified, they wrote a big old thing on here. See if you can't see that on my phone, and probably not real good. But all these papers that they declassified, somebody wrote big words bogus.
But at the very bottom on the printed thing, it said top secret.
Yeah. And if it was top secret,
why would you get up there?
Why would you be taking these names?
Yeah.
And blocking them out?
Yeah.
You have this article. Okay, this is top secret. Well, so and so. Oh, we got to black that out.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bogus.
If it's bogus, why black it out?
That's right.
So here's the thing. And all these people that are dying and all that stuff now, they've been coming back to, I remember a couple of years ago, there's one here recently, where they died, they're on their deathbeds going, hey man, the shit is real.
It's real.
And they get up there and they're going, man, if they can die, we'll tell everybody. And then they tell everybody and stuff. So, I mean, why would you get up there and say, hey man, it's real, if it ain't when you're dying? Why create that turmoil? It's crazy stuff going on right now. We've got Senate hearings. They're over there saying that they got, they say, hey, we got a couple of them. Well, where are they at? Well, we got them classified. Well, let's bring them on out. Whip them out here. Let's see what we got. Especially when a numbnuts gets up there and says that, hey, it's all fake. You got part of them saying, hey, it's real, and then the guy that they hired in to get up there and to say, hey, check all this stuff out. Oh no, it ain't real. Hides it. It's not right.
So it's these things are going to have to wind up. Eventually, somebody's going to come out and say, "Hey, look, this is actually going on." But mark my words. Mark my words. It's going to be right before
an election,
either an election or something major is fixing to happen. Somebody's going to screw the damn world up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're going to throw that crap out there so you take your eyeballs off.
Oh, what's messed up, yeah. Like the stock market crash. Oh, okay. Yeah. Stock market crash. David, let me tell you, we done found little E.T.
We done
running around in Las Vegas.
And here he is.
Yeah.
And then you even got some of the people that says, hey, aliens didn't travel that far to get here. They already are here.
They're here already.
Remember week before last, we was talking about that lady that was sitting on the plane, and this guy's eyeballs are doing this shit.
Yeah. Going sideways.
Blinking sideways.
Like a lizard.
Like a lizard.
So, I guess I'd be probably a lizard person. So you got, they got different classifications of it. They got the grays, and then you got the lizard people, and then what's the other one? Big black-eyed kids or something like that, or
I don't do that. It all depends on the book you read as to the number of the
That's the government right there.
Government coming to shut us down.
That's all right. That big old girl will take care of them.
But anyway, so that's pretty much what we got today. Y'all keep an eye out on the news. If you see something, send it to us because we want to read it.
Yeah, because not necessarily. There's so much stuff that we read, we don't get it all.
We can't get it all.
Yeah.
If you want this thing forwarded to you, I can forward it to you about the supposedly the MJ12 of where it come around, talking about the aliens crash.
Or just give us a site to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know if I got some.
Oh, okay. I mean, that might be a little easier way. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's coming around.
It's from the vault.fbi.gov.
Oh, well, cool.
It's a government site. Vault.fbi.gov, and look up Majestic 12. It's a 22-page paper. And something else too. So I was looking on to the thing, and I said, well, let's follow the money. So let me pull that back up here.
That's the one thing that you always got to do. If you follow the money, you can find the end of the mystery.
So we have some people sent a request for to track the money for these different organizations like NJ12 and stuff like that. And WHORM, worm, file case 517-900-517999. They sent it to the Ronald Reagan Library. Said, hey, send it,
Reagan.
Reagan, send us a request for inspection of the financial disclosure statements. So guess what?
Now, y'all got rights to do that stuff too, as being American people. You can request to follow the money from the federal government.
Well, you would think so.
You can, but that don't mean you go get it.
So this is what you go get.
That's right.
There was Mr. Lee Graham. In the continuous correspondence, who is seeking authentication of several documents which pose these documents, government's recorded dealings. It said, well, long story short, the answer that they sent back to him is,
none of your business.
we're not here for you.
That's right. None of you. That's what that's just what I should have said.
The government says, even though you can ask them,
yeah,
they're going to say, and you're not a government entity, and you ask them, say, hey, I want the financial disclosure statements of this, and they're going to say, not that, hey, we don't have it, or we don't have it. It's like, hey, we're not here for you.
That's right.
Well, who the hell pays your salary?
That's right. I paid a nice lot of salaries.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, this is kind of some, and this is
now I'm gonna tell you
disclosure. This is disclosure stuff that they sent to them.
Now we're not political people by no means, so don't think that we over here just raising hell for different sides or anything. We're not doing. We are strictly here for the facts of UAF or UFOs and aliens, paranormal.
That's what we do.
We don't affiliate ourselves with any political group. Well, I mean, we might have got up there and tried to charge Area 51 when everybody was wanting to do the Navaroo run or whatever that was. But you remember all that?
I remember that, but I wasn't going to. I'll take a picture.
I'll tell you, I'll take a picture of y'all doing it. But this fat ass ain't running across no desert.
I could probably walk.
That's right. I mean, we've probably been the safest ones there was because everybody done outrun us up to the front.
Yeah. With Storm Area 51.
Yeah, when they go to Storm 51. But we ain't saying Storm 51.
No.
Don't think that.
But if you do, take a picture.
If you do, send us some pictures.
Before they take you out.
That's right.
It's sin.
That's right. It's sin. Put it to the cloud.
Anyway, all right, we're going to shut this down because we're hitting a low spot.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, this is John.
This is Don.
All Things Paranormal.
Brought to you Science Center in Buda, or Paranormal Science Center in Buda. All Things Paranormal.
All Things Paranormal.